afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to everything 1 vs 1 on Langraskaya in the north. It is JibberJabberJobber, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, the American dream, taking on the role here of the 2nd Armored Division with Urban Assault, Heavy Cavalry and Mechanized Company with Sherman Infantry versus south. It is Sturmtiger Giap, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Holding up here with the Kampfgruppe Wolf, with Spearhead Doctrine, featuring mortar half-techs, Panzer reconnaissance overflight, fragmentation bombs, and the Tiger Tank. Grenadier MD4 for Giap versus Dove Rifle instead for Gibber. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Helps get some notifications up to you about my videos going up. Something I've been seeing some issues with lately, so do try and remember that. Also helps other people get notifications because YouTube algorithms are basically just complete Byzantine nonsense. Not like Byzantine nonsense, but you know, American nonsense. So do keep that in mind. Also, big thanks to my Patreon supporters and, you know, donators in general who have helped me out keep this afloat. So you can also join those ranks by pledging on Patreon or donating. Links in the description. Anyway, start right from there for JibberJabber, Grenadiers MD42 for Giap, moving west of the MD42. Bit aggressive movement here. Of course, you want to use the machine gun actively if possible as the Wehrmacht. Of course, you don't want to like rush it into like blindly into territory that needs to get cleared out either. But sort of this is sort of pushing it, I guess, is fine. Though he probably wants some troops nearby to keep supported. 3rd Rifle Squad there for Gibber. 2nd Gunnery Squad there for Giap. Standard stuff here. Rifleman head there with the M1 Garand. Standard service rifle of the United States Army. MD4 to the caught by the rifle, getting to the building first though. They can in theory run around corners here. Could in theory just go for something like, I don't know, Urban Assault, maybe get access to Molotovs, in which case you can quickly flash it out. That could be an option here, sort of quickly from Gibber. Well, obviously he goes for that though. Grenadiers ring up, they grab the western point as well. So double Grenadiers, MD42 there. There's a triple rifle here for Gibber. Securing the east side here. There you go, more shooting here between the Grenadiers and the Riflemen. Could move up the MD4 to try and engage from here. Bit risky, obviously. At the same time, Rifle Squad from the north might in fact be hoping for this to happen, and then hit with the Rifle Squad from the north. Deep flanking with the Rifle Squad from the south as well, looking to try and catch Giap here off gun. He's actually positioned the machine gun somewhat, which does leave the north side open. Need to get that building occupied case. Grenadiers on the way there for Giap. Still no sign of the choice here for Gibber, and there go Rifle Squad expressed by the MD42. Other Rifle Squad that's Grenadiers up close, pushing back that Grenadier squad. Ooh, but he's losing men here, and there you go, punishment for the building. Punish are down to just 2 men. Rifle Squad there being expressed by them before 2 now. Rifle Squad up, going to these punish nearby, can't get them for trouble. He's really going to need something like a grenade here to have a chance to resolve this in the current circumstances. Otherwise, he's going to have to break off, and there you go. JibberJabberJobber calls off the assault as numerous Americans lie dead in the dirt here. The Germans not yielding any ground. Reaching from the northern victory point. Back here, we got take down for Gibber. It's going to be the company command post, anti-tank guns, pack howitzers, anti-aircraft half-tracks. Bit rarer in 1 vs 1, so it's a much more common doctrine in 2 vs 2, so this is the first pick. So we'll see where that goes. Giap, by the way, here is taking up. Very good. Troop reinforcing. Captain almost done. He could also go for fast BAR there. Got the reason flanking up behind him toward coming to carve point. Good push there by Giap. Very nice, very strong, solid, potent. Part of the, shall I say, typical Langraskaya or Langras pin. Gunners clearing up the flank there from any reactions. They're trying to harass the MD42 rather than from the other side. Not fully reinforced though. And we do in the end here get Urban Assault, which does of course open up for the Molotovs, though arguably could have that going sooner. All the way to push back the MD42 there. But he has to retreat the Rifleman soon, else they're getting murdered. Molotov on the Rifleman. On the Grenadiers, I mean, Rifle Squad, they need to get out. We got the cap moving up. They're no need for the BAR. Gibber here could consider mortar early on, just for some smoke. There we go. Push back the machine gun. Very great there. Solid. But there's still all of the Grenadiers, and any, like, immediate means to sort of deal with them is not quite there within Gibber's reach at the moment. He, of course, went for the cap, so he's no 50 cals. So he's going to have to rely on, like, mortars or artillery. And there he goes. He's actually going for the mechanized company command post. Up goes for the ambulance. Oh, and he goes for the ambulance. Not bad there. So some of his Rifle Squads like this one are in a dire state. Gunners went at the centre. Back here, troops reinforcing. Like to make a nice company there for Giap and the German army here. The Kampfgruppe Wolf. Formed up from elements of various panzer divisions to resist the advance of the 2nd Armored Division. Elements of the 116th Panzer Division combined with a nearby infantry division, the 352nd. Was in fact not uncommon for that to happen. Infantry divisions find the infantry relegate support the panzer division's panzers in some cases. since there was not uncommon to be a shortage of Panzer Grenadiers at times. Half-track on the left for Giap, the 251. Mittelschützenpanzerwagen. Traveling from the north here. We'll have to see upgrades for the flamethrower, but I could certainly see that happening. It would also be quite potent, at least for now here versus Jibber. Of course, once an anti-aircraft hits or an anti-tank gun hits, I mean, obviously the flamethrower tech is going to find itself falling a bit short, but until then, it can actually give JibberJabberJobber's infantry a really bad case of the third-degree burns. Rifling it off against Ravsgård, and ooh, that was a really close one there for Jibber. Had he not retreated, that would, I think, very likely been a wipe. 251 half-track out, then an upgrade here to the flamethrower half-track. Very good there. Captain Rifle Squad need to retreat though, since the flamethrower half-track is also quite good at wiping out retreating units while over there, but again, needs to get out of there from the flamethrower half-track, or soon to be. He's going for the anti-tank rifle grenade. We'll have to see if Jibber expects him. I mean, personally, Jibber uses the 251 half-track regularly, so he may also figure Giap could be going for it. Of course, if he was wise, he'd probably expect his opponent not to go for the regular one, but actually be planning for the flamethrower. Back here, reinforcement healing, so he can finally boost up his troops. Very good there. Also, 2 thumbs here to JibberJabber. You're actually using the Captain's Supervisor ability to speed up production of the anti-aircraft half-track. As you can see, it is going a lot faster using that ability. It's very, very much one of those abilities that a lot of American players will look at. It is, I think, very powerful. So, great to see Jibber using that one. That definitely puts it on a bit over the scale there of the Dave scale. And the Dave scale is basically how I rate most American players. Basically, how are they compared to, you know, Dave. Sadly, we haven't seen him in some time, unfortunately. But still, he very much remains the benchmark to evaluate all American players by. And he was a great ability user, including supervised there. So, nice to see someone else doing that there. Bring up the anti-aircraft after the east here. Jibber is worth noting has not upgraded this captain there with the BAR yet, the Browning automatic rifle. You'd figure he'd do that as soon as possible, but there may be other, of course, concerns here for JibberJabber, rather than, of course, get himself a nice big fat gun to shoot Krauts with. Machine gun they're being routed, Pack also falling back. Of course, Pack 40 will be very handy as the anti-aircraft half-track. Flame half-track need repairs. Going for the couple when they get pushed by Giap. Oh, Jibber. That is not Giap. I still think, obviously, you can go for the Pack Howitzer. I still think you should go for some sort of artillery. If he doesn't go for the Pack Howitzer, then it should be the mortar. Bit risky here since the Pack's also trying to shoot back here through the hedges, but he's trying to clear out the grenades by the wall. Interesting move there. But most they've so far been caught up by the wall. Brightening up, rather than pushing for the car point, still pushing up. I think you should also try and send at least one unit to grab the fuel point there. Those trying to capture his own fuel point as well. Pack setting up there. Trying to take out the pack or the half track that was shooting through here. I think he needs to be persistent that half track before it's too late. Definitely there's some interesting developments on the map here. It's definitely not something you typically see at all here on Langraskaya, so nice to see that, nice to see that. Up here we got the weapon racks on the way there for JibberJabber and Freedom and Democracy. Got the Flampanzerwagen moving up there. Flamethrower Howitzer, typically part of the, I believe, Panzer Division's, or was it Panzer Division's headquarters unit, where they basically have a platoon of it. There's in fact usually sort of a series of specialist units attached there. They're sort of like, I think it was, again, regimental or battalion level that sort of be attached where they were needed. Little fun fact there. Little fun fact there. And what I'm saying for Giap to help deal with the half track there, but of course, also any other potential armor here that Giap might be tossing at him. Also very sensible. Panzer Grenadier for Giap, very good. Some hardened German infantry. The mighty Panzer Grenadier, there you go, Molotov off. I do find it funny, like, any other army that has it calls the incendiary grenade, there's the Americans, I don't think any other actually has it, but again, the Soviets, the Molotov, and in reality the Soviets never called it the Molotov. It's the Finnish that called it the Molotov as a, you know, insult against the Soviets. So it's a bit funny. Whereas again, the Americans would be more likely to call it a Molotov cocktail, don't call it a Molotov. That said, Molotovs were, you know, pretty much used by, I think, most combatants in a pinch during the army. In fact, the German army industrially produced them. They called them Brandflasche or fire bottles. Little fun fact there. And it's also one of those things that typically don't get talked a lot about, you know, but there you are. Pack Howitzer for JibberJabber. We got the captain here dealing with the panzers on the flank. The Sturmgewehr 44 going up on the Amerikanen. There's certainly a bit of a max distance there, where they are less effective. Still no weapons being equipped there to Jibber's infantry. Definitely a bit of an oversight there. Pack cards are halfway done. MD4 coming up here on the American infantry. Loose moving up, getting the LMG-42. Pack cards almost done there for Gibber. American infantry routed, as in light cover versus units in heavy cover. They are going to find themselves struggling a bit to make any progress and not dying. Round squad on the west side routed by the Flammpanzerwagen. And there you go, got the M175mm pack howitzer, which is a fun fact, was not standard issue to most divisions, and primarily the only divisions that had access to it were mountain infantry divisions and airborne divisions, as it was basically sort of an artillery piece meant to be used where, you know, trucks and such normally couldn't easily travail, or just, you know, normal logistics weren't available. So, little fun fact there about the M1, a little fun fact. Pack cards are going to bring up again. They're going to be quickly falling back. Flammpanzerwagen moving up. Flammpanzerwagen banging through the riflemen. Fun fact, the Germans did have an equivalent to the pack howitzer. That was basically known as the Gebirgskanone, I believe, and it was basically just a light infantry Geschütz without the gun shield, so basically an even lighter version of that one. Artillery raining down here. Anti-tank rather happy with the Grenadiers. So far, Giap's a pretty good position versus Gibber. Despite Gibber's push there, he was unable to, I think, really hold on for much long. I also feel like he needs to try and perhaps exert a bit more pressure on the left flank here against Giap. At least now he has the artillery, which is going to make it a bit tougher here for Giap to form up easy defences. Now to make out some support weapons and turn them against Giap very rapidly. And before we open the rifleman, noting he has gone for a second one, very good there. Brings up to a total of 2 MD42s, giving a much wider arcs of fire here versus Gibber, and allow him to hold down the infantry more efficiently. Very good. Giap Barway is taking up there, going for the next tier. Very good. Ooh, machine gun there, dodging a pack out shot that still takes some hits there. And we'll do is the captain, forcing him away. Giap once more forced to down the front line as JibberJabberJobber and the second armor continues to encroach. Back of him reinforcement there going on for Giap, rifling up there with the BARs, their Browning automatic rifles. MD42 a lot of top, but there you go, gunning squad with the light machine, but it may not be sufficient here to save the MD42. In this case, there's something that actually helps out Giap here. That's basically him shooting through here has allowed for pass to be on, meaning he actually has an easier path to get into the base here than otherwise. So that's I would say a slightly unforeseen, unintended consequence, I think, there for Gibber. He's actually made it easier for Giap to get his forces back into the base. We got, cover to cover, which of course a smoke shield, also allows troops into arc of fire faster, but right here, though, he needs to get the half-track out before he gets panzer-fasted. He did not, and takes a full double blast there. He might actually, he's going to lose the half-track here, since it's not actually that bulletproof, so he can technically take it out. In this case, he might actually just make it easy for his opponent to deal with it. Oh dear, oh dear. I like what he's doing there, but he just couldn't keep pace with infantry. And oh no. Half-track destroyed, but at least he saved the vehicle cruiser post. That was not great there for Gibber. Definitely a bit of a mistake there. Perhaps there was some other issues involved. MD42 getting better too as the ramping getting host there with MD42 fire. Grenadiers advancing. Forward Slotted will take this point and deny it to the Americans, since they'll have to die for it. Again? What do you mean again? Well, we've already been here once. Americans pushing forward, still lots of BARs going to squad that takes an even casualties. Need to retreat those Grenadiers as well. Giap though can build the support core now. And he could rush on Austrian to go for the Pentaval here versus Gibber. Meanwhile, got Captain rifling on the west side. Tech there for Gibber as well. He can probably go for a fast German Bulldozer Blades. Well, fast and fast, but a reasonably well-timed one. MD42 on the eastern side, 22, 5 kills. Pack out here with 0 kills, but at least a bit of damage on the Krauts. Flammpanzerwagen repairs. Got 5 kills itself, close to 22. Grenadiers for 17 and 3 kills, bit of difference there. Obviously, the light machine gun plays a significant role in his ability, the Grenadier squad's ability to actually, put Americans into the dirt terminally. Medics being moved ahead here by Gibber as well. Using the vehicle crew there. Interesting, interesting. Not entirely sure why I do that one, but here we are. We're running into the MG42s. Giap's machine gun build here proving, of course, to be a significant obstacle for Jibber's head-on push. Of course, he has the artillery support. He's something else being harassed there by Giap as well. Very good there. Good work with the Panzergrenadier. Rather on the west side, was the Grenadiers. Quickly routed. These two got the Panzer being routed by the rifle and the Cat moving up with there as well. Troops hanging back here, troop reinforcing healing. Back here, reinforcement healing going. Flank Panzer good to go there for Giap. Grabbing the western point. And we got the Sherman tank on the way there for JibberJabberJobber. The M4A3 with bulldozer blades soon to follow. MG42 is there, maybe in the centre. Artillery could be called in. And Ghost could be called in to try and force away the MG42, possibly clear it out. Packer, so of course, joining in the front as well. Machine gun is very much routed as the entire world explodes behind it. And up here, we've got a Grenadier squad flanking up there. Cheeky but good play by Giap. Good maneuver. Rifling forward to that pack out to pummel away there. Machine gun there. Oh, they're being cleared head out. Head on. That is definitely not great. The Giap does retreat in time. Grenadiers up north and up a lot of total force to retreat as well. Sherman almost done for Jibber. Meanwhile, Giap is going for a Panther zone. It's almost ready as well there. Flamethrower after taking some light damage. And there we go. Tanks almost ready at the same time, in fact. Mine's been laid down with Giap's flamethrower half tank. One thing I've noticed recently in a bunch of Giap's matches, but he's been much more consistently good at actually laying down mines for the flamethrower half tank, which most people tend to neglect when they don't with their flamethrower half tank. So, thumbs up there to Giap. Very nice to see that. Meanwhile, Jibber needs to upgrade the Sherman. The bulldozer blades is in fact what he's doing. Very good. That's going to give the Sherman a much better chance to versus the Wehrmacht Panther 4. Though, of course, he still needs to stay clear of the Pack 40. Sherman up there. Things going to try and get off in a tank rifle grenade here, but the Sherman taking it from the Pack 40. And the rifle squad's on being wiped out as well. Need to retreat that one. Sherman and Panther roll down to half health separately. Almost got the bulldozer blades up. Can he get it in time? There you go. Anti-tank rifle off, but there you go. Damn. Sherman can't resist much longer. We got Gunners flanking up. Could take out rifle squad here. This issue on the west side is looking a bit dicey here for Jibber. And the 2nd Armored Division as Giap orders the comfortable Wolf to attack. Panther 4, they're being hauled back. 3 kills, close to 1. Plenty of manpower being floated there. Jibber could here consider a Ranger squad for some submachine, some extra assault elements. He could also consider another pack out here for more artillery. That could put some severe pressure on Giap as well. Anti-tank guns could also consider. He could just go for a mortar if he just wants something a bit in between in terms of artillery. But I do think he needs to spend some of that manpower there. He could also go for fuel caches, assist himself getting out more tanks, faster versus Giap in likely numbers. And of course, that could also lead to a significant snowballing victory for Jibber. But definitely something there instead of just floating the manpower. Draft grenade there, and before setting up as well, draft and route it. 1 kill in the pack counter so far. Sherman being fixed up. Got the other vehicle crew joining in there. Wondering when they get to right a tank again instead of the ambulance. But there he goes, actually pop back the medics. So one wonders, did he actually intentionally pop the crew in there? Some weird mix of there for Jibber. I'll wait Sherman crew back in their tank. Another pack out for Jibber, so he's definitely going heavy on the path of artillery. He's going to really try and just beat Giap in submission there with American artillery. Certainly, artillery was one of the Americans' great advantages. They had great ability to coordinate it, of course, plenty of artillery munitions. For the most part, there were actually a few cases on the Western Front where they actually had struggled with the logistics and couldn't bring enough artillery, in which case, at least Patton would basically just utilize captured German artillery and ammunition against the Germans. A little fun fact there. Things being routed, big push on the east side from JibberJabberJobber. Unfortunate relations in the west, close to actually fleeing the ace on that one. Pack out from 2, almost done for JibberJabberJobber. Medics being moved ahead again. What is up with that? That's really weird. Rifleman Cat moving ahead here. Almost got enough resources for another Sherman. fact, he should have the resources now. Of course, it could be he's playing the pack cards, but I think they'll put him at 3 artillery pieces, which I think might be a mid-match here versus Giap, at least for the time being. Yeah, double pack cards, that's going to be a real nightmare there for Giap. Smoking down here in the general direction, of course, expecting an anti-tank set. They're not where he's expecting him, in fact, at the other end. So he needs to pull back here. Double pack sports for Giap could be indicating he might be planning tier 4 here. Or something else. And taking grid here on the Panther 4. We also got mines here from Giap. Very good. Mine actually goes off under the pack card to fire. Less good there for Giap. Less good. Fine using the fire from the double pack cards there. Unloading high explosive shells en masse. The South East squad flanking the right from here, trying to get the point here. North side is not seeing a lot of action. There he goes. Second Sherman out for JibberJabberJobber and the second armored. As the Comfortable Revolve continues the fight against the armies. 4 kills veteran on the flamethrower track, but he's still up here for Giap, that has seen considerably less action by now. And may not live much longer now. He's getting into the main line of action. White phosphorus shell, I think, for the Sherman. Yup. The ability he gets here from the Sherman Assault Kit. Very nasty one, if used correctly. Sherman down to half health for the second Sherman moving up. Bulldozer Blade is being activated, moving straight to line for the pack 14. Gets Panther fast as well. Pack cards to be positioned as well there. Not looking great here for Gibber. A few range upgrades. Oh! DM9 touch family loses the Sherman before it's upgraded. Looks like a misclick there or something else for Gibber. All the way the Sherman went down in flames. He's trying to fix the critical damage here, but might lose the crew. Narrowly avoids that. Oh boy, that was a really close one there for Gibber. Trying to take out that Panther 4. There you go, almost got it, but he needs to be careful. It would be very costly for Giap to lose another one. Lost one of the pack cards to the Germans. Oh dear, this is looking a bit of a mess there for Giap. This is Giap looking a bit like a mess. Needs to counterattack immediately and capture it before. Oh dear. It is now in the hands here of Giap and Germany. Giving him a bit of artillery now. Great for Giap, less great for Giap. Big swarmy push here for the center. Punches being absolutely overwhelmed. Bars just hounding them. Almost taking them out. Troops falling back here in the center. Possibly worried about the pack howitzer. There you go. Shot fired. Wrecks the wreckage of the Sherman. Landpanzerwagen strikes. And there you go in the Western 14 team with the camp by the Western victory point. And we got cover to cover again. Ends up retreating nonetheless. Possibly worried about the pack cards. They're bombarding his troops while they're still pinned down and murdering them, which of course would be rather bad news there for Gibber's infantry. He needs to be careful there about the level of attrition he may suffer against Giap. Grenadiers moving up the eastern side here. Close victory fleet shooting up, getting good here in the Grenadiers. Down to 3 men, low on health. Troops reinforcing healing for JibberJabberJobber. Packs moving up here. Pretty risky there by Giap, to be honest. Like one mistake there, and both packs could have been seized there by Gibber. I think and turn against Giap if he's not careful. Another anti-tank for Gibber is obviously starting to up. Giap bringing up armor. Giap is flooding resources, starting to look like a target store more and more. Would normally recommend he's going for one more medium tank before trying to store for a target in most cases, but we'll get Giap. Giap clearly has his own plans there. Sherman falling back there, eventually 10 kills. 337 is 170. Panther forming out there, half 852. Flampanzerwagen is half 8 to 3. And in the west we got medics held back here, but the M42 nice over there, ace level. Panther on the center firing its assault. Arrested here by the anti-tank gun, as it cannot push past the noteworthy. He's also using take aim and the arm pistol at the same time. 2 thumbs to Gibber. Of course, he then proceeds to lose it to the pack character that Giap secured from him. Going here right past there, retreating into the Panther 4, being repaired up. And we got a Calliope here. Gibber decides that the solution is just big artillery, in this case, calling in the M4C Sherman Calliope. No, it was not the only version here with the rockets that are being used. There's also the xylophone, which is basically just a Studebaker truck with the same type of rockets mounted on it. I believe there's also just a sort of ground-mounted version that was not like mounted in the vehicle as well. So little fun fact there, but it's the Sherman Calliope that tends to see the most usage because, in a sense, it is iconic in how it looks. But I think more commonly it's just been regular trucks equipped with the same rockets. Bomb grenade from the punch of the enveloped in white phosphorus smoke, which is definitely very bad stuff for you. Calliope fire there like a rocket launcher shotgun. Sadly, most of the rockets go a bit too far. Getting some hits from the machine gun, but the Pack's managed to walk right past it. Bit awkward there for Giap. Pack has landing a nice hit there. The 3 kills close for G2. Sherman being repaired up north, it's reinforcing healing.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured. What's that gunner thing?
Managed 3 kills on the Sherman Calliope. Pushing up through the centre.
The capture point is being overrun.
White phosphorus again, very good consistent use of that. Had the full pack 40 on that. The Sherman in a bit of trouble, but managed to at least avoid a Pantherfaust. Need to, I think, deal with that machine gun there with the pack howitzer. Meanwhile, Giap's pack howitzer continues to hammer away, hoping to silence some Americans, but so far is having limited luck here. And these was the route squad. Needs to treat one route squad there very soon. I think that is still on health. Of course, he might be home just to chuck a Molotov and force the Grenadiers out of here. Back here, reinforcement healing. Sherman almost good to go once more for Gibber. Giap has got the Heavy Panzer Corps, so he may not be playing for the Tiger Tank, or he thinks he needs the Heavy Panzer Corps for the Tiger Tank. Both the options there. Or he wants to have things ready for after the Tiger Tank. Or he's, of course, going for it for the passive abilities the Heavy Panzer Corps provides. So there's like a lot of reasons why he might be building it, even if he's like planning to go straight for a Tiger Tank. Got 322 was 146. East side we got Giap moving up. They can lead MD42. Panzer Grenadier right down to 5 from the Grenadiers and MD42. Center we got the reaction moving up. West side we got the captain. Pack cards raining down far there below. Calliope is also good to go here for JibberJabberJobber. Sherman eastern side, 13 kills to Benson T2. Center being repulsed there. Like no neat way of doing Grenadiers. In fact, oh, looks like he needs the Calliope barrage here to try and snuff out the Grenadiers. There we go. Almost wraps out all of Giap's Grenadiers caught there with a single volley of hell. That's it. Gibber needs to exert better map control versus Giap and needs to put more pressure on the left flank as well, I think. He needs to get a bit more aggressive with the Sherman, I think. Obviously not just by charting straight down the middle of the map. Panther the enemy to 2 shots and added, 8 kills. Rather than taking punishment amounts of fire there from the Grenadiers from the nearby Panther 4. Molotov catch the Grenadiers on their little personal hell. Panther moving up 10 kills, eventually 2. Bravo squad there, all running a lot of choppers there on just 1 man. The rest of the unit dead or dying. Got more mines here from Giap. Thumbs up there. I don't know if the mines has done anything, but at least he's doing it, which is good. Which is very good. 320 versus 119.
The capture point is being overrun.
These are going for the point. He got the Sherman moving up to deal with those Krauts, those Nazis. And there go, opening up here. 14 kills, close to 22. In the East Cap moving up for the Eastern Victory Point. Center Whites, we got vehicle trying to advance, but they are stopped in their tracks.
Friendly's down to 100 points. I say again.
Moving up, Pioneers routed.
100 points.
Panther 4 getting good hit there for 10 kills, Veteran 2. Sherman sending out, could flank the Panther 4, leaving Giap's Panther 4 in a bit of a tight spot. There you go, good hit, good hit. Gibber though is going to need more tanks versus Giap. Giap meanwhile is, well, he can't actually call anything except the Panzerwerfer here since he's got too many units. Gibber though may actually want to go for Jackson tank. They got another Calliope barrage in the center, hoping to take out the machine gun. And wipes it, finally annihilating one of Gibber, oh, still to Giap's Machine gun crews. Panther going for the Sherman. Panther off here and trying to go around there. Panther on fire here. One Panther hit on his rad as well there. White phosphorus constantly and consistently spewed out there by Jibber's Sherman. And tank they almost got the Panther capped on the flank. They're deeming the German tanks being hauled forward to the west side. They're still not seeing much action. Need to fix up that Sherman Snell. But fast and then get over in the west. I think to clear up the western victory point. Got 312 on 88. We got He's going for the eastern victory point again. 4 kill clinches on that pack howitzer. Jackson away there for Gibber. Going for that western victory point with the rifle there. Very good. Bit of a tense situation here for Gibber. Panzer IV being fixed up. The Pioneers had to work sorting out the damage. Mine went off there from the flame for half take. Very good there. Shambling up, then engaging on this right, and then White Phosphorus deployed to quickly force them out of the cover. Good response there by Gibber, but he needs to get that victory point back rapidly. Jackson almost done there for Gibber as well. Meanwhile, Giap at this point may just go for a Panther Sturmpanzer instead of going for the Tiger Tank. Of course, he may just be very focused on it right now, so maybe overlooking those options. Can happen when you tunnel vision yourself strategically. Dangerous right for Giap. Gonna need something to fire from the Sherman. He's advancing. Tank hit from the Sherman. Down to 2 men. Rifles the Gundies here. Jackson out there for Giap. And there you go. Tiger Tank as well for Giap. They go for the Tiger Tank though. And there you go, another Calliope barrage pack being swarmed with rockets. Most of the crew they explode. There you go. The crew is gone, except for Fritz, who just runs for it. Realizing he has to haul that thing back on his own. Got the other pack as well. A significant cash now for Giap. He's going to turn both packs against Giap here, but looks like he's destroying them instead. Tiger Tank out there for Giap. He may in fact regret not crewing those anti-tank guns now. Of course, that Tiger Tank is going to be a bit tougher without the packs to back him up there, even if it's 2 M1 anti-tank guns. Dude pulling back, before bouncing a shot there, both anti-tank popping on, piercing rounds here. Another hit there, this time penetrating. Jackson coming up there. Good hit on the Tiger Tank there. We got 4 kills on it already. 5 kills, definitely going to be a nemesis here for Gibber within moments of arriving. There we go, Tiger Tank shoots. Lands a good hit, halfway to veterans on that mighty piece of German steel. Fragmentation bombs up to further frustrate and obfuscate Gibber's defenses. There you go, call in that thing, very good angle. Catches both anti-tank guns, annihilating the crews. Panther full Tiger Tank in the maneuver here. Sherman ace level, but is also on health. Calliope needs to get out of there. Shot bounces between the 2 medium tanks here. Got the Panther 4 though, but the Tiger Tank might be able to finish off the Sherman. There you go, no, it survives thanks to the Bulldozer Blade. 18 kills. Need to get away. They need to get the Calliope out of there as well. Too much going, I think, here for JibberJabber to manage easily. Jackson almost a veterans 1 HVAC rounds. Panther fast the Calliope. There you go. HVAC rounds available for it, but the Calliope explodes. The Tiger Tank punches an 88mm armor piercing round through the frontal armor. There you go. Almost got the Tiger Tank here with the Jackson. Pop smoke though. Jackson's going to pursue here. Ralph Squad Demon going to use here. Tries to take it up, but the Tiger Tank is blitzing, and it looks like here Gibber cannot catch up and finish the Tiger Tank. He is too slow. Swarming push it for the center by Gibber's infantry. Jackson continues. The Tiger Tank looking to get out of there. Panzers is holding up the line as Gibber's infantry throws themselves into the fray. Almost popping out the Panzer squad there, in fact. Need to get those victory points back under control. Pack out to find way there. Need to fix up that Sherman faster. Need to get some men on that eastern point as well. Anti-tank being faults here. It looks like Giap was able to grab an anti-tank in there from Gibber. Tiger Tank with 6 kills, veterans to 1. Sherman almost good to go. Fixing up the Jackson right in the front line. Pretty bold there by Gibber. One good pack howitzer shot could leave him without a crew for that one. At least not a crew at hand. Almost got the Sherman there ready for America once more. Anti-tank being hold forward here by Giap for Deutschland. Jackson being hold back here. Veterans who 1. 0 kills. Gonna leave Panzer moving forward here, crossing the road against the RAF squad. We got artillery called in, I think, or maybe just a decoy. No, it is actual artillery here by Jibber. Seems a bit wasteful. Sherman sending out there. Should really call in another Sherman here, or perhaps Scots, but definitely something armoured to help deal with infantry. Meanwhile, Giap's Tiger tank is once more fit for the fight. Drop squad needs to fall back. Major being housed as well there. Giap is trying to make much progress. Jackson taken up with the anti-tank gun. To the M1 there, which Giap's turning against him, making great use of due to its high rate of fire. It is well suited for taking on American armour. And it's fact gained veteran 2 already. Another Sherman there for Jibber. We got 289 to 39. Tiger tank sending out there. Barting his way forward here through Jibber's battered lines. Opening up the advance here as Jibber makes one desperate push for the centre here. We even got cover to cover. Jackson moving up, Sherman moving up here. Gonna go for a flank on the Tiger tank. It's not enough. He needs to go for all the victory points. But he's focusing too much on the centre one, leaving the other ones unable. There you go. Tiger tank with a damaged engine. Flamethrower tech charging in. Armour is nowhere near to be seen here for Jibber. Oh, bollocks. And he's gotten off the victory point in the centre as well. Oh dear, he's down in 9 points. This looks like GG here for Jibber. This looks like a win for Giap. Is also going for a Panther now. I don't think that's going to mess up by now. And there you go. That is it. Game over there. A loss for JibberJabberJobber. A valiant fight, but in the end he was, I think, a bit too focused on the centre east, not enough on the west, and probably would have benefited from some mortars rather than pack houses, or at least a mortar on top of that. Plus some otherwise awkward attacks. I think rather gave the fight here to Giap. I think he was able to handle his resources quite well and make some good counter pushes against JibberJabber. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I will learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Lane saying cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope you'll see you tomorrow again for our next episode.